Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Teaira McMurtry from the University of Alabama at Birmingham. I created this session today because I wanted to discuss the importance of centering Black women's teachers, their cultural language experiences and practices, hence the title, Discourse Analysis in Black Women Teachers Language Learning. So this is, implications for linguistic justice widely, but particularly in the United States. So the focus of my study was Black women teachers, or what I call BWTs, in Central Alabama in the United States. They participated in a 16-week professional learning and development series called the Black Learning Language Series, or BLLS. This series explored the roots, rules, and ramifications of United States Black language, which is a language variety of English spoken by many African Americans. Black language is a very important part of cultural identity, solidarity, and has a big impact on education. And for me, it's very important in my life and how I live my life. It's not, a matter of surviving, or it's more than that. It's a matter of thriving. And so it allows me to express myself fully and show up as my whole self, which is exactly what we want, students and teachers alike to be able to do, particularly in educational spaces. The main question in my research was, what happens when Black women teachers focus on Black language as cultural capital and a living legacy? And so I wanted to explore their experiences. I wanted to analyze their discourse patterns and see how this focus affected their growth in teaching. So I based my study on two main theories. So Black Feminist Thought by Patricia Hill Collins and Remembering Praxis, by Cynthia Dillard. Black Feminist Thought focuses on the unique perspectives of Black women and the importance of defining ourselves and putting forth our truths. Remembering Praxis is about reconnecting with our African heritage and cultural reclamation. These theories, helped me understand the experiences of the participants in my study. And so I used a research approach called Double Dutch methodology developed by Keisha Green. This methodology is named after a cultural game of jumping rope in African American culture, played by girls specifically. This method helped me capture the complex experiences of Black women teachers and allowed me to participate in the research. I collected data from video recordings, transcripts, questionnaires, reflections. And so this is a methodology is a humanizing form of ethnography. So one of the main findings was that Black women teachers felt a linguistic push-pull when introduced to the rules, ramifications of Black language. They felt torn between using Black language in standardized forms of English, for example. Addison, an early literacy teacher, struggled with how to teach phonics while respecting her students' native language. She said, I'm struggling, with where I really am. So it's fine to say that if, that it's like when you are doing your writing, and it's fine to say it like that when you're doing comprehension. But am I like shutting, students down when they're trying to teach you when I'm trying to teach them how to pronounce this word? So this conflict that she's having while becoming empowered, by learning the African, heritage or ancestry of her language, what she experienced, having grown up in a culture where standardized language is the, dominant language. She faced challenges, and this happens even when we, especially when we're first introduced, but even when we're sitting solid in recognizing that Black language is valuable and deserves, celebration. Another key finding was that Black women teachers use more African American women's language, or AAW, which is a branch of Black language, during the language learning series. So this included Black expressions and ways of speaking. One participant even created a category called "Something Sweet" in her response to the menu style activity that we did. And so this uses a common Black expression to describe a craving a dessert, after a full, plate of food. So and so also in our sessions, I observed several discourse features common in African American women's language. I mean, these included overlapping speech, where participants spoke at the same time to show, agreement, co-narration, which was also common, where multiple people told a story together. And at the same time, I also noticed latching, where participants started speaking, just before another person finished. These features made the learning environment more collaborative and in ways that were culturally responsive. And so these findings, just the little that I mentioned today, show the importance of centering Black language in education. We need linguistic liberation and anti-racist teaching practices. By embracing Black women teachers' linguistic heritage, Black women teachers can better support their students, challenge harmful language norms and improve, their outcomes while doing so. So to summarize, this study shows that Black women teachers can be powerful agents of linguistic justice by recognizing their linguistic heritage. They, can change their teaching and better support their students. There's still much work to be done. However, I hope this research inspires more action in centering Black language in education. Future research could explore long-term effects of this approach on student success and teacher well-being. So thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions or want to discuss further, any papers that I published on this topic, please, email me or hit me up, as we say, so that we can be in contact. Thank you.